Let it come to me. Soothing into my soul. I love his voice because it keeps me alive. And when the troubles of the world, good morning, y'all. I just hop up on my bubbles and fly. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. It will be given to me. It will be given to me. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. Good morning. Come on, come on. Da-dee-da-da-dee-da. Green bubbles, black and green. Destined for greatness, if you need a blueprint, just watch me. But the block's not a game right now. I wake up in a vortex, tuning into my source. I love his voice because it keeps me alive. And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down, I just hop up on my bubbles and fly. I'm bubbling, you can't stop my love. Everything that I want will be given to me. It will be given to me. Whoa, everything. We're here at the Clark Studios. Got to do Bears and Bubbles on J. Michael Clark's YouTube page. Click on the link below. Come over here. Join us for a great morning, great lesson, inspiration. Get you going through the day. Get a lesson, get fed. Just have fun. Ain't no party like a clubhouse party because the clubhouse have no stop. Now come over and see us. Hey Jamaica, I'm headed over to YouTube. I know you'll see me there. Yes, yes. I can taste it every morning when I wake. I'm jumping in my vortex, y'all, to be in my room. Da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. Yes, we're going over there. Click on the link below. The link below, and it will bring you directly to J. Michael Clark's YouTube page. See you on the other side. Okay, okay. Okay. I'm flying high, no longer worry. My life's a breeze. I stop resisting and let it come to me. Let's see what's up. Good morning, good morning. Hey Deidre, hey Cynthia, hey Truly Naturally, hey Veronica, hey Joyner, Omalola, what's up? Mary wanna sing, well my girl that, from the front to back, doing the same thing. What's that song? I know y'all here. It will be given to me. Let the beat feel. Oh, everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. It will be given to me. It will be given to me. La-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. I just love that. How y'all doing this morning? DJ, you laughing at me? Listen, y'all, I'm about to do the class on myself. I don't even, that's just like, I want to do the class by myself. I mean, I guess it's like, I'm not gonna say it's the same because it is the same, but it's not the same, but But Liz is saying, growth, growth. Hey, sweetie. And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down, I just hop up on my bubbles. Turn the music. I'm gonna jam a little bit and get right into it. Let's see, about how much time do we give you, Rug, before he comes out? Invest in bubble. Everything that I ever wanted, give it to me. I gotta do what I gotta do. Woo! That I ever wanted. Morning. I can't find the right spoon, honey. This is smaller one, so I'm doing 4. Right? The quarter teaspoon. I feel sad. I feel alive. Expected. I'm flying high. No longer worry. My life's a breeze. I stop resisting. Let it come to me. Let it come to me. I wake up in the vortex, into my soul. I love his voice because it keeps me alive. And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down, I just pop all my bubbles and fly. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. It will be given to me. It will be given to me. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. It will be given to me. It will be given to me. Gotta keep up the same routine. Every car was driven black and brilliant, educated, destined for greatness. If you need the blueprint, just watch me. I bet the block's not game by now. I wake up in the vortex, tuning into my source. I love his voice because it keeps me alive. And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down, I just hop up on my bubbles and fly. Hope I did that right. I'm bubbling. You can't stop my dough. No. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. I stop praying, mom, and myself. I stop praying, mom, and myself. Wow. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to like sit here and have class today. Good morning. Good morning. Every morning when I'm ready, I'm jumping in my possession to be. We're here and ready. How are y'all doing this morning? How are you doing this morning? So my kids kept asking me all night, like, are you ready? Are you ready? What are you gonna do? Because you can't do all that Javon be doing. Or do you have a character? I was like, I mean, no. They like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? And I was like, well, I'm gonna be myself as I usually been, and I'm gonna keep up the routine that we do in the morning, the meditation. I'm gonna listen to some Abraham and see what my source says to me. And um, today, my source came. I thought about my journey. I thought about the fact that I'm even here attempting to give a class, like, you know, how far I've come, or not even how far I've come, because you can't. I don't know. I can't really say you measure how far you come because you don't know how long your journey is. So, and if it's ever lasting in a sense, like, or you, this is just where you're supposed to be. So, just so much has changed since January that I was just like, wow. When you know that something feels good, you know something is right, and you've been applying it in your life, no matter how much you feel like you're not where you want to be, you can always remind yourself of how far you've come to the point of the journey in which you're on in the space. And so, to me, blank screen. Oh, you can see me now, right? Everybody can see me? Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the live so you can see me. So today I wanted to entitle this "Evolution of Your Boom Boom Room." When you are, I wish I knew some Bible quotes or whatever. Like when you were a child, you did things as a child did, type some type of um, saying that. Just like when you want things as a child, what I wanted in my boom room as a child, it's not the same thing I want in my boom boom now, but the premise of it is the same. And I was thinking about yesterday when we got at the end of live, when me and Jay was talking about the Olivia Newton-John skit, the Grease skit that we did at my friend's party, and how important it was to me that he got this particular skit right. And it wasn't even until yesterday, literally, that I saw myself for kind of like exactly who I am, exactly who I've been, based on this skit, this moment that I would have wanted to recreate from as a child, but even how incomplete the moment is. And I wanted somebody to help me in a moment that I didn't even fully absorb. What I mean by that is, I realized that I wanted Jay, the people around me, to help me create a world for myself, a thought for myself that I came up with as a child. And when we was talking about it, I was like, wow, I don't even like the whole movie Grease. I like musicals, but I don't even like the whole movie Grease. I like one part really at the very end, and I don't even like the whole part. And that one part at the very end, bits and pieces of that part has been the very thing that I walked around holding on to, that I want to be um, like my whole life. And then when a blue dot came to align to help me with it, I was like, because you're not doing it, you're not connecting the dots with me the way I want. And I'm like, I don't even know when I'm connecting. And that's when I was like, wow, is Greece even as important as I thought? And then I started to think about when I wrote the other board about with my boom boom room, and how I had Olivia Newton-John in there, and I had Lauryn Hill, and I had Angela Davis and Beyonce and all these people. I was like, my boom boom room has been evolving as I have been growing. And I think that your boom boom room should be ever changing. And I guess it's the same way when Jay say that whenever you get one thing, you want something else. But I'm talking about as you manifesting the thing that I wanted at 4 years old, I don't want now at 42 years old. But the thing that the source came into this world like wanting to do, which is to be a part of something greater, has always been there in different levels. And as I stay aligned, getting the new things in my boom boom room, I'm climbing the ladder, this ladder that's closer to the source saying here, here, here. And by the time I get there, I'll be in a total, I don't know, I say bliss or whatever, of have gotten everything that I've ever wanted. And only until you get there, like you hear it from the master, that you can totally get all that your boom boom room has stored for you. So I'm gonna go over here and change around my boom boom room a couple of times. So at first, my boom boom room was consisted of, this is as a child. So like, I'll say for my age, elementary school or something, like for the middle school. Yeah, for the middle school. I say I wanted to be I wanted to be Olivia Newton-John when I was 4. Because I really just wanted to be I liked how it looked being on the screen. The big screen, just something about it. I just remember standing up in awe. It was like, oh my goodness, and at that moment, a star was born. And boys. I just love the moment when Danny say, Sandy, and she say, tell me about it, stud. He said, I got chills. And he fall down. I was like, oh, I want to make a boy do that. That thing that make you want to beg and plead, like whatever. Like I've always kind of been me. You know what I'm saying? Like I just was like, oh my goodness. I just loved it. I remember loving that. I remember looking at her shoes, the red Kings. I remember how tight the black spandex looked like. And I was like, I want to be that. I want people to know me, and I want boys to drool over me. And that's just what my life has been. And I've been walking around life the whole time wanting that. Now, my Debbie land has changed as I've gotten older. My pink bubbles have changed, between heartbreak and intelligent education, uh, my appearance, religion, all these things change. And as those things change, which was really as I started to see, think about what people saw of me, the looking glass self, my boom boom room started to change. And I was like, wow, I'm not a white lady with blonde hair. But I didn't know anybody, because of how I view education, what I learned, what I didn't learn, what I cared about, and I didn't care about nothing but boys. So that's the only thing I walked around looking for. So I didn't know who to interchange what my want in my boom boom room to be. And so by the time I got into my young adult years, now mind you, you're still happy because you're going along the way. As a child, you can't tell a child with accountability, I see is different. Like say, for example, you might tell a child, no, you can't do something, don't do something. They don't blame everyone around them the same way. It's just like, no, I want to do it. Yes, I want to do it. It's no really a gray area. As we get older, the accountability, the level of how we are accountable to ourselves change, and it becomes everybody else's fault except our own. So it makes your pink grow bigger. It makes your yellow more hazy. I call this yellow smut. Gonna write a book called The Yellow Smut. I'm gonna write a book called The Yellow Smut. It's gonna be, I'm gonna make them have it as a memoir. It's gonna be based on my life, The Yellow Smut. I'm gonna get back to that though. How come every time in live chat you in live chat? Oh, hey Arthur. Okay. So anyway, I don't know if y'all can see it. You following me? You get me? That was my childhood self. So I'm gonna turn some music on slightly in the background. Okay. So again, as a child, I wanted to be Olivia Newton-John. I wanted to be famous, and just boys, boys, more boys, more boys, more boys than I had room for. As I became a young adult, I wanted to become might spell that wrong, but Beyonce. Beyonce. Um, Still famous. My boys turned to men. I'm like, okay, now I'm getting somewhere. Beyonce, famous, singer. I'm like, okay, I want to be a singer. Um, she's known all over the world. Okay, yes, it's coming alive to me. I want to do this. But Beyonce come with Miss Independent. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Put a ring on it. She comes with a certain type of liberation of women that now is in conflict with the man that I'm in search for. And that's what's ultimately creating the yellow smut that's in my head. Now, the reason why I thought this, let me pause for a minute. I'm in school with young adults that are like 18, 19, 20, 21. Most of their parents are my age. They all hate their parents. They think their mothers, and they don't say nothing about their daddies. I don't know if they're there or not. Um, they think their mothers are evil, mean bitches. Like, I haven't met one person yet that think that their 40-year-old mothers are cool. And I don't understand that because we're living in their age with them. We listen to the same music they listen to. We watch the same movies. We copy their slang. We so in their boom boom room. We would think, and like we let them do what they eat what they want. They don't got no bedtime. They got computers in their pockets. Like they got 30-inch weaves. They got cars at 16. Like, how can you have given this much to your child and they still think you an evil bitch? I hear it every day in class. Whether they on the phone talking to their mother or whether they talking to their friends. And that's a problem, right? And the thing is, I always say, how old is your mother? And I usually kind of speak on the behalf of the mother, being me saying like, yo, parents are people too. That's my thing. Parents are people too. I think that we put more pressure, not more pressure. I think that in life, whether it's our generation, our parents' generation, their generation, parents are people too. And we had kids in the state of mind that we were in, the state of mental health, physical health, economic health, right? And so we are only able to do all we capable of doing in where we are in life. So I like to say that, but then I said to myself, yo, this is what this is why we're here. This is why Jay decided to do to help me with Bears and Bubbles, because mentally I have went into my space and I went into my head so deep, so hard that I was putting a block up, what is it? A fence around me, a blockade, whatever, around me and wasn't letting anybody in, and all I was putting out was negative energy. And although I'm not putting up no rules, I'm not putting nobody on punishment, I'm not whooping no ass, I'm acting like I'm not asking no questions, I'm doing all the things that from the outside make me look like Beyonce's independent woman and stuff like that, but the people around me are more miserable. And that don't go hand in hand together. So somewhere we not saying what we supposed to, what we truly want to say. Rather is, damn it, I ain't want no kids, and I had this kid thinking this nigga was gonna stay with me, and he didn't. Or sex was just that damn good, and I didn't put no condom on. Or the world saying you get into a certain age, you better go ahead and start to make a family, and I didn't really know what I wanted. I don't even like men. I think I'm a lesbian and shit. I wish I'd have known that we was gonna be this free, this wild. You know, at this point, I'd have just held on and be happy and humping on women, right? Whatever the thing is, we didn't say that, and now a lot of us is crazy. So I was speaking to somebody, and she was like, a young girl. She was like, yeah. She said my whole family is bipolar except me. I was like, you mean clinically, or you just saying that? She said, no, clinically. She said, but for real, like, they are. I said, shit, we all bipolar. All women over 35 is bipolar, schizophrenic, whatever you want to call it. And she started laughing. I said, no, I'm trying to tell you for real. Then I started saying, talking about beds and bubbles, and I just was like, I was about to drive myself crazy. I could not stop talking to myself. I was like, you don't know how that feels to not stop talking to yourself. And you like, please, by the end, like, and Javon being, being in tune with Abraham by the end, I was like, please, I want my mind back. I am about to go crazy because I could not think about nothing but negative thoughts. I didn't know it was just that simple as saying, my belly saying, bitch, I know you're not going to stand here and decide to just say, I'm not going to think about that no more. I didn't know that. I thought I couldn't stop it. And so, I mean, every day I get up here, it's not just that, oh, he's telling me to do this or whatever. Like, I really be wanting somebody new to come up here to get free to say, like, yo, same way we looking at these kids with technology saying, they should be in a better space due to everything that they have that's given that they have access to. I'm like, there's no way that our generation has made the strides that we have to get to this point in life, and you fall apart. All because you don't want to take accountability for your life and decide to control your thoughts. But I'll get back to that. That was a side note. This fellowship. Because those parents gave them free reign. Yeah, but see, like say for example, I was scared of my mother, but then I thought she ain't never hardly beat me. What happened? Because I asked the young girl, I said, are you scared of your mother? She was like, yeah. I said, like, for real, like, you think she'll punch you in your face? She was like, no, she ain't gonna hit me. Just like spaz out real hard. I'm like, wow. Like, even though my mother never hit me, like, I thought she would fuck me up. I don't know what she did today. I thought she would fuck me up. So their level of and and when I say fear, just like I think when you have some sort of fear, you got respect. So they don't. The younger generation don't respect us as parents. But should we be respected when you can't even look at your own self in your quiet moment and be real with yourself about who you are and why you are that way? And the only reason why I think I had got to the point where I can say, oh my God, kind of like, please help me get out this space is because as much as maybe because I have lied about certain things, the flip side of me that try to make it better is the level of honesty that I try to have, maybe at the wrong times, but just like, yo, I'm looking at myself like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stop thinking, stop doing this, or just say this. Like I was trying to talk myself out of a space, talk myself into a space, but didn't believe in the conversation as far as how I could get out. So I knew that. But we're talking to women every day that don't think nothing wrong with them, but they know they can't turn the conversation off. If you can't be real with yourself about the conversation you know you having in your head, how can anybody that's around you take you seriously? People can feel that off you. So anyway, again, so my first boom boom room had Olivia Newton-John. I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be on the big screen. I should have put big screen. And boys. Uh, in my young adolescent years, my adolescent years, I wanted to be Beyonce. I wanted to be a famous singer. And men. Just Bootylicious came out. Oh my goodness. And then Crazy in Love came out with the little jean booty shorts on and the pumps and the white beater. Yes. And her hair was still blonde. Oh yes. I was like, okay, I can take my damn white lady, Olivia Newton-John, blonde hair, green eyes, curly hair. That's what I had. If anybody, well, most people don't know me on this live, but people that know me, from face or whatever, like I had blonde hair and green eyes, like number 27, number 30. Green contacts, used to get those from the beauty supply store. I didn't even want to take those out. I don't care. Like, wake up with a dude, one damn contact over on the side, you trying to roll out of bed and like, that's who I was. So once I could transfer that over to Beyond, and my green contacts kind of look, I didn't get the ones that was like the two shades. It was just plain green. Anyway, I thought they was believable though. Don't judge me. Okay, so once she came out with the Crazy in Love and she got with Jay, I was like, yes, bitch, like yes. But I was like, how can you be still so independent? Like, I'm in war. You follow me? All right. So now I'm in my grown woman though stage. This is where the part of me that says, this is where I've had growth in life. I've connected with a blue dot that's showing me, that's teaching me. I'm learning history. I'm paying attention to the world around me. And I'm like, no, I want to be more than Beyonce. Like, what I stand for, like, I want to be a part. I'm looking around at this world that I'm living in, and I'm like, yo, I helped in my way destroy the world through crack. Like, I did not mind being involved in a certain lifestyle. It's like, I don't know, I felt like it was my duty to be a part of the change that's happening around me. And I'm like, wow, this is how what I felt at 4 years old transfers over to that transfers over and connects with my now as far as what ultimately I want, which is now I'm grown. I want to be people like, because I still like music. So wait a minute. Lauryn Hill, Angela Davis, um, uh, Nina Simone, all the great women like that were like activists slash entertainers. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm getting somewhere. And I'm like, I love the transparency that I get off them. I don't want to be blonde no more. I don't want no contacts no more. I don't want no weave no more. I want to show the courage of a woman that walks up to the world and say, see me for who I am, what I look like, imperfections and all. You're not going to make me hide no more. I want my life. I want the life that I want. I don't give a fuck who don't like it, but I know that there's more of me than there is of them, and I'm gonna be the person that decides to show the first step, that decides to show, to put my life on display, so that other women see that they don't have to be alone. That's my way. I no longer want it to be famous. I want it to be infamous. I think I said that right. I wanted to become global. And I said, new wave of feminism. So the woman, that's when you desire a man, but you don't need his ass to breathe. That quest, when you get to the point that you don't desire that, is when you can live, when you can enjoy the rest of your boom boom room. When you are not going crazy thinking about what a man is doing. Me and Jay spend a lot of time together. Since we have been on this journey, I don't think we've been apart. Have we been apart? Like since January, I've gone on every trip. I'm always in his boom, boom, boom. We get up in the morning. I mean, besides when I go to school or whatever, and then whether I'm texting him or whether he's making a video, I'm constantly feeling connected, or at least I know with the anticipation, I'm gonna see him in a second, and so he's here. So with this trip, this is the first time he went out of town, and I was not in some sort of frenzy. Rather, I spoke to him, I didn't. That shit felt so fucking good. That shit feels so fucking good. Like women, the one that's like the ones of us, whoever's watching, and you just cannot get a grip of your mind because you are so weighed down with baggage, mental baggage of heartbreak, or in a relationship with somebody you trying to control, or like damn, just worrying if he gonna cheat on you and all that type of stuff. I swear to you, I would never tell people something that I did not believe. Get yourself free. Use bears and bubbles for what is good. It's mental health. Get yourself free. You will not care about nothing more than you being happy and feeling good. The feeling is so good. Like I mean, if I didn't laugh, I think my ass was numb. Like it felt so good to like not fucking care what the fuck he was doing when he's gone. I don't give a fuck if he called. I don't care how long he stays gone. I don't fucking care. What we got is what we got, and what we growing is what we growing, and that's my motherfucking nigga right there, and that's my blue dot. So that's on my blue dots. Blue dots. Deidre was like, yo, let me know what you're doing today. I'll come through. That's my blue dot. You know what I'm saying? Shamika came yesterday. We went live. That's my blue dot. I know I've been busy because my son going to prom. I know I could get on live without even teaching the class and go on live. And as soon as I click on, my blue dots come along and we talk. You know what I'm saying? That shit is so much bigger than worrying about a man and where he at and what he going to do and where he putting his dick at. Like, the shit is crazy when you think about that. We put our whole life and wrap it up in one person's life and tell them that they should be in charge over our very being. Like, it's selfish and it's lazy. And so, like, and having a decision that you're making, like, how can you look at your child and say, do what I say, not as I do. And then you looking at yourself and won't tell yourself to just do what you say, not as you do. Decide to look at life different. Decide to be happy. It's just, I mean, it's just really that simple. Whoever's watching this your first time, whoever ain't watched yet and click on, I encourage you, I urge you, I charge you to not look at this like it's something we just want to get up here and do. Gain control of your life. Gain control of your mind. That's the only thing you could do. It don't cost shit. You know what I'm saying? This is something that we're doing so that every woman can get free, because we are the ones that have created the new age adult that can't nobody do it, because we have not been in a mental state so much, but we've been able to dress it up. Our mom was going in a good mental state, but you knew that shit because she couldn't buy an expensive bag and some shoes with a label on it. She didn't buy no weave. When she was broke down and tired, you could tell the bitch hair won't done. You get what I'm saying? She damn, I mean, she didn't leave her kids like we might. Well, maybe she did. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it was obvious that when your mother was not in a good space, that she wasn't in a good space. You may not have known what it was about, but you understood that you was kind of living amongst something. We think we dressing up our hurt, our pain, our insecurities. We think can't nobody see it because you could buy stuff to put on top, and everybody around us can still see what's happening, and it's causing everybody misery because we like, this bitch think it's Halloween. She thinks she got a costume on. It's a regular damn Wednesday. Can you stop it? Like, can you stop it? So, I realized the quest has not been met, although that's what I've been thinking. It's been alignment. I've been in search of people to connect with me, whether it's to help me grow or rather just to help me feel fulfilled. But along the way, now I realize when you are happy with yourself, you don't walk around connecting people to you and using them as if like property. Like, I need you to do this. They know when they know when to come. We know when to come around each other, and then when we're not, we're all in our own boom boom room. You're okay. You get what I'm saying? So change your mind, and you'll change your relationship in time. Yes. So like, I'm new age of feminism, total woman. You cannot be a total woman without being a naked girl. You cannot be a naked girl without grasping the concept of bears and bubbles. Because you won't take accountability. You won't control your thoughts. If you're not taking accountability, you'll never be truthful. And you won't be true. If you don't be truthful, you cannot be naked. So there's a graduation process to this. And once you become a total woman, you really realize, like, I desire to co-create. You deliberately start to write your life out. You don't happenstancely bump into things and then try to make sense of it. Not saying those things not gonna come, because you're gonna bend your board around, and you're gonna be living your past in your future, in your now simultaneously. It's gonna all be happening at the same time, and life's gonna be the way life is. And I'm just so happy to be in this space. Yes, I cannot wait to hang out with Jay, but I'm just like, yo, okay. So in life, I realized that we keep record of bad things, which is why we so fucked up in the head anyway. Bears and bubbles allow you to release accountability from like release other people from being accountable to you. Put the accountability on yourself. Once you see it, you release it, you finish with it. Your moment is gone. You're not carrying around the baggage. Most people are in the mental state that they are because we don't release the baggage, because we don't never be accountable. So we keep reliving it because we want to put blame on other people, which is in your Debbie land. I'm not writing nothing in no Debbie land no more because I'm going to release it. But through time, I've had a Debbie land full because I only remembered bad times. I can't remember no damn good times. And when you speak to somebody, you be like, how you doing today? I had a terrible day. You very rarely hear somebody say, girl, I had a good day. We have to stop doing that. Proclaim your day to be great, greater than it was. The best it's ever been. Like somebody said, duality, the duality of what it could be. Like my client was saying to me yesterday, she said, um, she in a situation, she said, she's married, they got a family. Her husband, they got kids, right? So he got two girls. So she like, her husband don't have a problem with redirecting her when it comes to her daughter, but does not want her to redirect his daughter and actually parents her more in secret. And she was going into it, and as she was telling me the story, she was getting, you could tell she kind of nose flaring up, she's getting upset. And I was like, can I stop you for a minute? She said, yeah. I said, so what if he parents his daughter in secret? She was like, but that ain't right. I said, listen what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right that he don't trust you to help him with his child rearing. I said, but you could decide to look at that different. She said, how? I said, thank him for helping you make sure that your daughter is right. And look at him with pity and say, too bad you didn't trust me to help me let help. Too bad you didn't trust me to let me help you get your daughter right. My daughter may just actually be the best individual she can be because him as filling in as her father, they have a great relationship. She admires him, and the things that she says, the way that he says something to her could be different than how she says something to her daughter. I said, so you could decide for that not to be an issue. That's one less breath. That's one less um, word you got to say to somebody else. You know how I said that, but I'm saying like that's their loss that your husband does not let you help him with his daughter. You don't know what that's about. Maybe he think his daughter will turn around and curse you out, and y'all have a problem, so he's standing in the way. But either way, you could decide to say, sorry for you, but thank you because my daughter got an extra person in her life that's going to make sure that she is the best woman she could be. Take it for what it is. She said, wow, I never thought about it like that. I said, yeah. I said, now, and that'll help you not be irritated with him when you think he's damn whispering to her on the side or something like that. She was like, yeah. And I said, and that's what you're going to have to tell your daughter if she ever in a situation where she feel like he's saying something to her that he's not saying to the daughter, to his daughter. Thank you. Be thankful that you got the extra guidance. And it's just that simple. So, yes, exactly. Wasted energy. So, now you might want to say that's a discussion that they have to have about their relationship. But I think, and honestly, everybody that have kids out in different relationships or whatever, everybody know that there is not a balance on parenting. No different than if you got more than one child, there's one child you feel more connected to than the other. Everybody is like that, no matter what. You don't wish to have a favorite. There's a child that either y'all bonded more, when you had the child, or when you was pregnant, you was going through something, and this child was saving your thanks for my child. I really think, what I'm saying, that was your song, and you walked around holding it, holding the baby. What's the Lauryn Hill song, Zion? Now the joy of my world is in Zion. So you walk around singing Lauryn Hill songs and stuff like that, and so now you just like, oh, you had that baby. You might not have that with the other baby. You know what I'm saying? That baby might have you there crying because the daddy was an asshole or something, or you weren't where you needed to be in life, or you're just highly emotional, whatever the case. Then you have them, or your situations in life. One you could have just thought was so cute and adorable that you just could not stop holding it, whatever the case. So, in that case, we know that. So if that's the case with your own kids, and you can have how you feel, then when you combine the family, there's going to be a difference. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to play some Lauryn Hill today. I'm gonna have to play some Lauryn Hill today. Yes. So again, this is the evolution of your boom boom room. It should be ever changing, every so often, shaping, because you're deliberately at this point writing your history, your life. And so now that I'm deliberately writing, there are going to be things that I'm putting up there that I want that's going to help me to get to where I want. And so um, I know that, and wanted to be a singer and stuff, like really taking it seriously, working on this Naked Girls album. Even though I've been out exercising stuff, I know that cardio is a very big deal. I know I have to build my lungs because now I'm gonna be dancing and stuff. So, oh shoot, I like to dress like a dancer, like big baggy bottoms and like a half shirt. But now I got to really be like, let's get naked, y'all. Like I gotta really be able to sing and dance. So now I'm gonna want to maybe get a trainer. Well, Jay's my trainer, but you know, in my boom boom room, I might want to get a different trainer. I might want to go ahead and start getting with a choreographer, or now I'm just going to, and until that time, till I find one, maybe I'll just start going on YouTube, dancing and singing, or get a vocal coach because I know this is something that I really want to do, and so until I get a vocal coach, then I'll go on YouTube and then do some breathing exercises. I mean, do some singing exercises and whatever the case. Or just, and so, you know, there'll be some things that I'm putting up there. No different than, I don't know if y'all heard me say I want a maid. That was so said to me yesterday. Said, well, why don't you keep your house extra clean to set the vibration of this maid that you want? Because you know how you want it to feel. I was like, well, damn, I don't want to clean. That's the whole point of the maid. And so I said, bitch, ain't you gonna have to keep your house clean anyway after the maid come? Oh, you trying to get her to live with you? I'm like, hell no, because that's extra pussy in Jay's boom boom room. I don't want no fucking maid being in here. They don't give a fuck what she look like. So what the fuck? Hell no, I don't want no damn maid living here. I just want somebody to come in every week and damn get it back to sparkly because I like it to look clean. So I was like, okay, let me just take my time, make time to keep things the way I like it so that I can bring the vibration of this maid. I just like the way it, you know what I'm saying, should be sparkly. They be having this, I just like it. You know, baseboards and all that stuff. I just like it. So that's just my thing. You know, did that come from being lazy? Yeah, but only way you know what you want is to know what you don't want. And I don't want to be damn cleaning baseboards and wiping down blinds and stuff like that. So, yeah. And that's about it. What time is it? Okay. That's about it, y'all. What do you think? Um, yeah. So I don't know. This lesson for me is funny because when Jay always be like, "This ain't for y'all. This is for me." This lesson is for me. But in this lesson, I plead to the individuals that have doubt. Trust something that's in yourself. Let's stop depending on doctors. Let's stop depending on Jesus. Let's stop depending on these outside sources to make us feel better. That's laziness. That's lack of accountability for things being your fault and in your hands. Decide to take control over your life. It's nothing big to do to just make a decision right now to say, I decide to choose me. I decide to choose happiness. I decide to choose freedom. I don't care about nobody else but myself. I don't let anyone come between how I feel about me. Anything that comes in my way that stops me from feeling in control of my mental state, takes away my ability to laugh and smile, I don't fuck with. Just that simple. It don't cost no money. It's the greatest high you can feel. Take control of your life. Let's put some dancing bubbles on. Bringing me down, I just hop up on my bubbles and fly. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. It will be given to me. It will be given to me. Help me sing it. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. It will be given to me. It will be given to me. I've had to live. La da 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 da. Green bubble dog. Black and red. Dedicated and cocky. I wake up in the vortex, moving into my source. I love this voice because it keeps me alive. And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down, I just hop up on my bubbles and fly. Lovely, I'm bubbling. You can stop my dough, you can't stop my dough. No. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. It will be given to me. It will be given to me. Everything that I ever wanted, that I ever needed, will be given to me. I stop praying, mom, and myself. I stop praying, mom, and myself. But the bears in the bubble. Woo! I stop praying, mom, and myself. I stop praying, mom, and myself. But the bears in the bubble. Yeah. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. You may will give it to me. I can feel it. I can taste it. Every morning when I wake, I'm jumping in my vortex, y'all. To me, and my boom. I got my boots out, y'all. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is for the college graduates and the
college graduates, I got another year. Shout out to my blue guy.
just appreciate you coming home. I represent CCO. It's great for
you. Gotta go out with some love. This that New York, that the New York flag on it. That's what I know. I need to learn words, but I just love the culture where George Franklin is working on his new album called Soliloquy. And when I go to school, there's a poster up every day of this man, and he has Soliloquy on it. And I just rampage when I see it for George. God family. Forever. So the woman, forever? Forever? This two-step though is why I'm gonna have to really be running and singing because I'm so used to. But this my shit. This my shit. This my shit. This my shit. I had just clicked on anything because I like all of them. Oh, let's roll. Woo, woo. Let the top back, cop a sack, I'm ready to ride. Hey, hey, where my infant vodka at? Show them my cup is dry. Just want a Cadillac. Good rap, good cat, good coach, good that. Side chick, generate, bring the money right. Nice stone, good drink, party over here, strip club, throw 1,000. I'm drunk, she drunk, good friends, good nights. Shopping, roll up the weed and pass me a cup of ice. Put your hands in the sky if you living your life and you're feeling alright and you're digging the vibe. The vibe. Hey, tonight is your night. What? Taking the start to the day you die. Woo! Hey, that's right. Let the top back, cop a sack, I'm ready to ride. With an apple rocket match, my cup is dry. Let the top back, cop a sack, I'm ready to ride. With an apple rocket match, my cup is dry. Yeah, she wanna fuck. I wanna fuck too. Woo! Roll up a blunt, she nasty. Yeah, she nasty. Freaky when I want, but still keep it classy. With a Pepsi, niggas ain't fucking with me. Shots up to my ladies and used to Snapchat. You a rap chat. Took down 3 stacks and daddy fat sex. You can have fame and chance. Living in the fast lane bumping. I shouldn't have to fuck for free. You leave that nigga once you fuck with me. It's just like that. Let the top back, cop a sack, I'm ready to ride. With an apple mocking that, showing my cup is dry. Let the top back, cop a sack, I'm ready to ride. My cup is dry. Oh yeah, my cup is dry. I wanna ride. Come on, let's ride. Down the highway, summer, on the highway, going to sleep. Mama's got family. The windows down, I'm feeling the breeze. Me and my G, we ready to ride. We're going to come see a family who gets up at 6:45 with me. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.